keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked. That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are completely and totally and utterly live. Welcome to the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast, episode number 160 and also 7 together. My name is 167. My name's not 167. My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined by my good friend Landmark, as his shirt says.
Yeah.
How you doing today, Landmark?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I was playing Tarkov the other day, though, and died to some rat camping down in the bunker, though, so I'm a little upset about it, yeah.
Was he camping? What's interesting about that clip, that
He's camping in the
Landmark clip,
yeah.
well, what's interesting about it is he moved, you and Jake did not move at all, actually.
Oh, really? Got it.
I'm not kidding. Neither of you
I
moved
leaned.
your characters.
Leaning should count as
great.
moving. I did. That's moving.
And how did that go for you?
Oh, yeah, is SP Farm still here? Jake killed Landmark, dude. I died, yeah. It wasn't great.
You died, yeah. And he had a C-58. What was your gun again?
A C-58.
He had a C-58.
A C-58.
Well, it's called something else in that game, but yeah.
SA-58, yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, cool.
And what gun did you have again?
MDR. You've never used an MDR. I don't want to hear it.
Is
This
it the
a Tarkov
7.62
podcast, though.
MDR?
Yes.
And you lost that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you did black his tummy and his leg, I think. Just a shame.
I blacked him up a little bit, yeah. I think it was tummy and leg, yeah.
Tummy and leg, yeah. Well, anyway. Nice shirt.
Thanks,
welcome to
bud.
the show.
You too.
Today, we are gonna, it's a tank top, talk about Call of Duty. We've already talked about Tarkov. That's the end of the Tarkov discussion, probably. And before we do, a couple announcements. So, on a serious note, pretty light week in terms of everything. Although I have some interesting Vanguard data to share, and then a lot of Vanguard news as well. A little bit of Warzone stuff, I think, but not too much. It's going to, again, be mostly Vanguard related. And even there, we're kind of scant on really much to talk about.
There's not much tonight, yeah.
Yeah, we are 43 days out from Vanguard. The beta has just ended today, in fact. So they are kind of, so for the past week, they've just been like doing the beta, keeping the hamsters running, what have you, whatever. And now they're, for the next, again, 43 days, we're going to have season 6 that we'll have some things going on there. But this is really a Vanguard waiting podcast. And it's that simple. So we'll do our best, but I really want Vanguard to come out. I want to see, well, we'll get into it. So before we do, a couple quick announcements. Welcome. Fuck, I forgot one thing.
Whoa.
Welcome to our new gold patron, fucking Strizzy. Let's change it. That's not that bad. What are your thoughts on the name Strizzy?
It's fine. Strizzy. Yeah, Strizzy. I like it. It's fine.
It's okay. It's a little too cool for me.
Yeah.
It's a little too cool, right?
Well, yeah, he's too cool
ZZY.
for... Well, most people are too cool for you, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, and we'll of course edit that out. Strizzy, welcome aboard, buddy. Much appreciated. Also, and Strizzy, you're great. But David C is better than you. Our new Damascus fucking patron. Let's absolutely go, dude. David, perfectly fine name. It's acceptable. And what's even more acceptable is joining up at patreon.com/thedropshot. The Damascus King, dude. David. Hey, Dave. Davey. Thanks, brother. Much appreciated. And also, Deacon Cheese. Now, he tried to change his Patreon name to be cute, and I'll deny him the satisfaction. You know what? Here's what Deacon Cheese called himself. The best thing to ever happen to me. So his name is Deacon Cheese, the best thing to ever happen to me, as a parenthetical. Cringe. Cringe and end it all. And also, welcome to the fucking annual King Damascus tier, dude. Saving himself a couple buckaroos. Okay. A moderator of the Reddit, reddit.com/r/Dropshot podcast. I think. Deacon, thank you very much, King. I appreciate you. For real, dude. Thank you very much. Annual Damascus patron. An absolute fucking god, dude. And let this be a reminder, patreon.com/thedropshot. One word. Best way to support the show. 5 bonus episodes a month, gameplay breakdowns, weekly hangouts, and more.
Yeah.
Tanner, did you have something to add?
I was going to say, know why Deacon's going to annual, I bet? Just got engaged. Doesn't want his wife to see the...
Right before they merge.
That's what they do. That's the second. Yep. Who did it the first time? Was it Benji that upgraded?
Benji. Old
Benji,
bitch,
you bitch.
Benji,
Yeah.
yes.
That's why they're doing it. They think they're sneaky, but we get it. We get it. You don't want your ladies to see. Because you don't want to have to explain that. Because they'll leave you.
Yeah. Yeah, right before they get that joint bank account finalized, you just gotta fucking slip it in there. And we support that. We support you deceiving your spouses.
Absolutely.
For our benefit.
You should be.
So,
doing
Deacon,
that.
Good job. Great. We approve. We thank you. And that is very kind of you. For real. So now, on the topic of the Patreon, we've got a couple of spicy eps coming up. And I'm going to fuck around and tell you the topic for each one. Okay? We've got an Iron Trials review. So there's a Warzone mode called Iron Trials. We've played it. We're going to review it. And we're also going to talk about if and how that might imply that ranked Warzone is coming to Call of Duty. This has been a rumor that's kind of been floating around lately, especially with Iron Trials again coming out, that Activision is kind of teasing this or testing this as like the precursor to a Warzone ranked mode. And I have some thoughts on that. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think there's a lot to say there, though. So that's going to be one Patreon episode. And then also, with respect to Warzone, the Vanguard Warzone integration and what the fuck that's going to look like. Now, many of you might think we're just overthinking this. So if that's you, listen to this episode that we're going to do on the Patreon, okay? The Vanguard Warzone integration, and then you tell me if we're overthinking it. Because we actually thought about it at all. So we have a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions, and we have some guesses. So that is going to be another episode topic this month. And then a little behind the scenes action as well. And there's a lot to talk about behind the scenes also. So those are the next 3 Patreon episodes coming this month. If you want to listen, $5 a month, patreon.com/thedropshot. Thanks for your consideration. Reminder as well, early EU-friendly Patreon hangout on Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. There will not be an evening hangout. It'll probably extend into the evening, to be clear.
Does, yeah.
But it's going to start at 1 p.m. On Friday, because it's the last Friday of the month. And likewise for Saturday, last Saturday of the month, live calling Q&A, 1 p.m. Pacific time, Platinum Damascus patrons. So we'll live stream that. We'll put that up on YouTube. We're probably not going to put that into the podcast apps anymore. and that'll become obvious after we do the behind the scenes episode. But it'll still be on YouTube if you're not here to make it live. So just a quick reminder there. And if you need a guide, go to the Dropshot Pod on Twitter. Go to our pinned tweet. You can see the schedule there. And then I think that's about it for announcements. This is going to be a real good month for the Patreon content. And I'm very excited for this upcoming week. Tanner, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I want to thank Pedro. It was Pedro something. I don't know what the rest of it was, but thanks for the offline sub a few days ago, buddy. I appreciate that, King. I'll just go with Pedro because that's the first part. So thanks, dude.
Pedro's good enough, right?
It's good enough, yeah.
Someone giving you their hard-earned money.
Oh, it's good enough. Yeah.
Why know what their name is?
Good enough, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Cool.
All right, boys and girls, that is it. Let's get into it. If you're listening for the jingle, here it is.
Chris, for the 5 gifted subs. 517 in this channel. God dang. God dang. Chris, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it, buddy. Ah.
Okay. All right. Welcome, boys and girls, to the program. Starting off with a couple of playlist updates. Treyarch has added Nuketown 12v12 to Cold War for both core and hardcore. If for some godforsaken reason you're going for Dark Matter still, stop it. First and foremost. But also you could do it pretty fucking easily in a Nuketown 12's playlist. So there you go. And then also, related to Warzone and Cold War, the numbers event is live. Truthfully, I don't know much about this, and I don't care at all about this. So this is another event. I've played Warzone during this numbers event. Here's what I know about it. It's too loud. I don't know what's going on, and I can't hear things. That's all I know. That is all I know about the numbers event. I don't even know when the sound comes on.
When you get in the area
okay,
where
cool.
the mobile broadcast station is.
Great. So I move my character in the range of a 5G tower, and now I just can't hear anything because I'm hearing fucking beeps and electronic shit or whatever. Hate it. Stop it. Don't care. That's been my experience with the numbers event. This is totally unlike the one and only real Warzone event we got, which is, of course, the Halloween event. That was the only Warzone event. You can give me a list of Warzone events? Wrong. There was one event, and it was the Halloween event, and that's it. This is trash. This is dog shit trash, just like the Hunt for Adler was dog shit trash, and they all were dog shit trash.
You didn't like those scav contracts that were just renamed?
Sure didn't.
Yeah.
They made a new icon for a scav and then gave you a fucking weapon charm and a spray that you'll never use and you won't be able to find as a reward for completing a scav. That's not an event.
Yeah, you won't know what it was for even. Yeah.
That is correct. That is not an event. So, yeah.
This is the worst event yet, though, because when you go by those mobile broadcast stations, they start broadcasting something, and they're like yelling numbers and saying shit in your ears. And as if there are not enough audio issues in Warzone, dead silence, not being able to hear footsteps with or without dead silence, etc. Well, now you have to listen to about a 20 to 30 second script every time you go into one of those areas. And even if you've completed that one, because you get something every time you go to one of those, there's like 9 of them on the map. Even if you've already gone to that one and you've gotten the calling card or whatever it is for it, it still plays the audio. So you'll just be running around the map trying to fight a team, and then randomly you won't be able to hear anything because the announcer will be yelling numbers in your ear. It is so stupid. What a waste. What a waste, really.
It's really insanely dumb. So, as far as rewards go, basically you go to the station, you turn it on, and that one's done. And then if you turn on 9 of them, you get the size, the dual size, the melee weapons. There are plenty of melee weapons in the game. You don't need
way
this.
too many melee weapons.
And everything up to that point is literally either a calling card, a sticker, or a spray, or a weapon charm. So literally none of the rewards matter either. There are stickers, calling cards, weapon charms, and another melee weapon that functions worse than the Cali sticks probably, or the same as a knife. So cool, fun, and exciting. And then in Cold War, do you get anything different? Nope, sure don't. More weapon charms, calling cards, and stickers that don't matter. So cool, that was fun. And we have, of course, all told you this. We both told you this, right? That this event was going to be completely meaningless garbage. And it was. So, cool. There you go. Iron Trials, on the other hand, 84, is live in Warzone. It has been for a while. It went live on the 16th, which I believe was a day after our last Wednesday episode. And it is duos only. It's got a lot of rules. A lot of differences between regular Warzone. So there's no stopping power. There's no dead silence. Stun grenades basically don't work. Let's see. Snipers are not a one-shot headshot down outside of 30 meters. Your base health is like 250. Those are the broad strokes. There are a couple other small changes, but this is supposed to be like the real skill gap playlist mode, and a lot of people are really deeply enjoying Iron Trials for that reason. They're saying it's creating a skill gap. Now, let me just remind you guys something Tanner and I have said since the beginning of this podcast, which is that if you increase the time to kill, you widen the skill gap. Okay, well, if you didn't believe us, maybe you will now. Because that's why everyone who likes Iron Trials likes it. They are explicitly saying, crazy what an actual skill gap will do to Warzone.
Yeah.
Why is there a skill gap? Well, for a number of reasons, but not least of which is the way higher health pool. I mean, 250 base health from 100 is a lot. A lot of extra time to kill.
Yep.
So,
but it still doesn't really feel that long, honestly. It doesn't feel like the time to kill is too long still, even with that. That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah.
Like, I like it, honestly.
Yeah, I like it too. What were your thoughts on the mode overall? I know we're going to do a full podcast episode on this on patreon.com/thedropshot, of course, but
time to kill was really, really nice. Not dying to dead silence was really nice.
Oh my god, that was the best part.
Then there are some other things that I didn't love. Loadouts cost 15,000. So then they also took out the large stacks of money. So it really does need to be one or the other. Like, that's what Perfect Cell's saying in chat, and that's what we were kind of saying during our gameplay stream, is that the loadout either needs to be 10,000 or give us large money stacks, because if you die, you cannot regain in this game mode. You may as well leave. And we did that at one point, because I think we both won our gulag. We came back, started looting for literally minutes. I mean, 3 to 4 minutes is a pretty long time when you're running around Warzone, and we got like $3,000, and then I ended up dying. Raz was alive. We just backed out, because like there's no coming back from that. And in like just a normal public game mode, that's kind of stupid. I want to have the ability to regain if I'm playing Warzone. So that kind of sucks. So I would just say, honestly, probably just leave the larger money stacks in, and it would be fine. Not necessarily change the price of the loadout, but that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Because then it also makes it so you have to play a lot slower, and being that it's duos, it's already pretty ratty. So it just, I don't know. We had some kind of boring games. Like, we would run around for a long time, drive around, and just actually not be able to find anyone. It's like, and they were healthy lobbies. Like, if there wasn't cheaters in the lobbies, we're just like, where is everyone? What is going on? And they're all just like ratting up in buildings and shit. So that part of it was boring. Time to kill by far is my favorite thing. I would love, in general, like Warzone standard time to kill to be probably right in the middle of Iron Trials time to kill and the regular games just default time to kill. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah.
You'd also lose a lot of the player base, honestly, I think, because a lot of people would do really poorly with that and not want to play the game.
Sure.
But so it's not something they would ever do in it, like across the board. But
yeah. You want to make things as random as possible so that even casual players win gunfights sometimes. And this becomes just so obvious in like Iron Trials or whatever. So for example, I did not lose a single gulag for the 2 hours we played Iron Trials. I won like 4. I never ever win 4 in pubs. Ever. Every death, dude, is stun, assassinate. Stun, fucking drop shot.
yeah.
Just every goddamn death. And what do you know? You take stuns out of the gulag, didn't lose once. I'm not kidding. Actually. Go look. Go to fucking the website or whatever. I won 4 or 5 straight. Because there weren't stuns, and because the health pool was bigger too, by the way. That I noticed that in the gulag, and that made a pretty big difference as well. But anyways,
yeah,
I agree with you. The player base would not be happy if this game, had a skill gap. But yeah, we'll talk more about that again on our Patreon episode, which we're going to be recording tomorrow. This Iron Trials one will be out on Friday. For sure. But yeah, we have a lot more to say on that. I'll kind of leave it at that for now. Speaking of Iron Trials, it will remain live through the 30th of September. And then as for custom Iron Trials, so custom games Iron Trials, Raven said in a tweet, it's not coming tomorrow is all we can say for now. So JGod, it seems, tweeted, hey, when's Iron Trials going away, and are we going to get it for the update that we got on Thursday? And then they said, well, it's going to be here through the 30th, but the customs is not coming tomorrow, and that's all we can say, and then a winky face. The implication, obviously, being that Iron Trials will be a mode in custom Warzone lobbies soon TM.
Yeah.
Now, we've been lied to before by Activision. Let's be super clear about that.
Yeah.
However, I'd be surprised if we didn't eventually get Iron Trials in customs. When do you think we can expect to see that, Tanner? And do you think there will be a lot of Iron Trials tournaments? And I wonder, if you're in a custom lobby and you want to do Iron Trials, will that force duos? Or in customs, can you do Iron Trials trios and quads?
That's kind of the thing. I'm wondering, 2 things from this tweet. They say Iron Trials duos will remain live until the 30th. I'm wondering if on the 30th it swaps to trios or something, which we would rather have anyways. Trios, I think, would be perfect for this game mode. And yeah, so there were a lot of pros on Twitter that have been tweeting at Raven like nonstop saying put Iron Trials in customs. And I know a lot of them want to try tournaments on it and stuff, so that's good for them. I'm kind of almost hoping... I was kind of hoping that this would come into customs, and we would finally get like an overhaul to customs and be able to change a bunch of things. But honestly, if we do see that, and I bet we will, I think we'll see customization in Warzone private lobbies when we get the Vanguard map. I bet we will. Because they said about 3 or 4 months after Warzone came out that was something they were going to eventually do and that they were looking into. A lot of people want this, and they've been putting on their own tournaments and shit. There's no way Vanguard Warzone launches and we don't have the ability to have customization like that. So
Yeah.
That'll be good. But Iron Trials will probably just come in, honestly, as like a game mode. Yeah, in like the next couple weeks or something, I would imagine.
Yeah, my guess is that Season 6, that patch, we get Iron Trials added to the list of custom playlists you can choose from. Well, I don't think we'll get any customization beyond that. I think that would come at the earliest with the Vanguard integration.
Yeah.
If not even after that, honestly.
Yeah, true. Maybe after.
But yeah, I would love to see Iron Trials custom Warzone tournaments. Because one thing too that a lot of these pros, like all these Warzone, like Twitch Rivals competitor pros or whatever, are like, oh, Iron Trials is cool because it widens the skill gap. Okay, so if we took only really good players on really good teams, put them in an Iron Trials custom lobby, would we see that skill gap? Because another thing they say is, like, for example, having more health makes rotations easier. So you can, like, position better and stuff. So
True.
that would be super fun to see. It's like, okay, because if the skill gap is indeed wider with Iron Trials, and there's a best of 5 or cumulative points in 5 rounds tournament format, then what you would notice is one team, like, each round is doing better than everyone else. Because the wider the skill gap, the more often the best team will actually perform the best. So I would be curious to see, like, okay, let's do Iron Trials rules. Let's see who these outliers are. These really good teams who are consistently doing really well, that would happen more often in a game mode where the skill gap is wider. Because it would allow for their skill to matter.
True.
I would love to fucking see that, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch.
That would be really fun to watch.
Yep. So we probably will see an Iron Trials tournament here very soon, I would imagine.
I certainly hope so, yeah. And it would be cool because if people aren't sniping, like, what's the meta gonna look like? The custom tournament meta.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like Twitch Rivals, there was a Twitch Rivals trio tournament today I was watching. And OP Marked was using the MG82 for, like, the entire tournament. He wasn't really sniping at all. And I was surprised by that. I was like, when did the MG82 come back? When did it go away?
A lot of people have been using the MG82, it seems, yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know when that made a resurgence, but yeah, it's like, would we see more of those? I don't know. That'd be very cool to see. But anyway, Iron Trials will come to customs at a time, probably. So, count on that. Now, on to patch notes / changes already in effect. Nothing related to Cold War or Warzone, but we have a couple things to say on Vanguard. Armor plates is a field upgrade in Vanguard. The recharge rate of this field upgrade used to be fast, and it is now slow. An armor plate, of course, even in multiplayer and Vanguard, once it's up, you press it, you put in a plate, and then you have more health. And it used to recharge fast, and now it's slow. This is a good thing for the game. Armor plates shouldn't be in multiplayer at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Leads to way too inconsistent of gunfights. However, making it slow instead of fast means you'll see fewer of them, and also fewer people will even pick them, because now that it's slow, they might think it's not worth it anymore and go to something else entirely. So you'll just see way fewer armor plates as a result of this. I'm happy about it. I'll still run it probably, but because Dead Silence isn't necessary, which is something I said might happen, by the way. So yeah, that's a good thing, and I'm happy to see that change.
Yeah.
And then Tanner, this embarrasses me, so why don't you cover this? Because you didn't think there was a problem with these patch notes. So by all means, give us the rundown, dude. Deliver unto us the rundown, dude.
You're just old. You're so old and grumpy. It's really what it is.
Well, possible.
Yeah. So Sledgehammer put out a little blog post today, real short, but just talking about some changes with Vanguard. So he said, here's a short list of things that have either been fixed for launch or you were currently working on thanks to your feedback. Nerfing the sun, cracking down on red star raves, removing dognados, tuning spawns to avoid Hotel Royal's murder kitchen. I didn't even read that one before. Why do they even point out the kitchen? I've never even spawned in that kitchen. What does that mean?
It's a great question.
Closing open mic lobbies and search, blah, blah. In all seriousness, we're fixing these things. We're also taking a thorough pass at weapon balancing, audio mixing, and visibility. We'll share more on that later. That's it.
Yeah. And then they add, as a reminder, beta was just a sample of the overall Vanguard experience. Cope. You can expect more maps, modes, and weapons in Vanguard on the 5th. No shit. Vanguard will also include an exciting campaign. I don't care. Okay. So let's go through these things one by one. First of all, don't be cute with the patch notes, especially when your beta is in the state it is in. Okay? You want to be cute with your notes?
For a beta, really?
If the beta is in like a great place and there are a few minor bugs, then you can make cute patch notes. That's fine, dude. Hey, go for it. Don't get cute when I have never heard an enemy player moving their character once. You're not allowed to be cute. You can't be cute. It's time to be fucking serious, dude.
Got it.
It's time to be dead serious. I expect an essay on what you're going to do. Not this cutesy dog shit that we have. So let's go through these. Nerfing the sun. Okay. Kind of cringe, but fine. Nerfing the sun. How well do you think they will nerf the sun?
I think we'll end up with glare similar to Warzone, which is still bad and shouldn't be in multiplayer, but I don't think they're just going to remove it entirely. We will have some sort of sun glare in the game, 100%, and it'll be annoying. And I just don't expect it to be perfect, honestly. It's just it's gonna be there. They're gonna make changes to it, but there will still be glare, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. The sun. I totally agree with you, and I think we've kind of already said this, but yeah, I think it'll be. I think that's going to be the least. That's like the least thing I'm concerned with. That is the thing I'm least concerned with when it comes to Vanguard. That's what I'm trying to say. Because there are some more pressing issues, but the sun is fucking annoying. So that, yeah, I think it'll be helped somewhat. Cracking down on red star raves. Okay, so here's another reason to not get cute. I don't know what that means. I literally don't know what that means.
Haven't you been in that one building in Red Star where like the textures are all screwed up and it's like flashing white, basically? That's what it is. You don't move your character. You probably haven't been in half the buildings. You're a camping piece of shit. But yeah.
Well.
And there were major issues on, I think it was Xbox as well, like really bad texture issues. So that's what they're referring to. Okay.
Well, if there are texture bugs, I'm very confident that they'll fix those, unironically. So
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that'll be fixed. Yeah.
Removing dognados. Okay. So I mean, what does that mean? So now we have to guess what this means. So they want to be cute, so now I don't know what they're trying to say. So I'll guess. My guess is that what they are going to do is either reduce the distance from which an enemy dog can lunge at you and kill you, or each team can only have one set of attack dogs called at a time. I think that means one of those two things. Which of those things? I don't know, because all they said is they're removing dognados, right? So I don't know what it means, actually. I can guess, but I have no fucking idea. What do you think this means, removing dognados?
I really don't know, honestly. Yeah, that one I'm not sure about. I feel like it is something to do with probably the lunge range of them or something. I don't know. I didn't notice that being an issue though. I guess it's because I was just always dead to them. I just noticed that they sucked up a lot of bullets and it was hard to kill them. I don't think I ever killed an attack dog. They'd always killed me.
The hit reg is awful.
The hit they almost kind of like they lag around. Like they kind of skip and stutter. It was weird, but I don't know. Also, these patch notes don't really matter because the game isn't even playable right now. Once the game comes out, they'll list a full list of patch notes from the beta. That'll be real.
That's fair.
I think that's why they got cute and dumb with this, because it really doesn't matter.
Well, okay.
So you're just a grumpy old white piece of shit. Nothing new.
That's a fair point, but don't say Dognado. Anyway, tuning spawns to avoid Hotel Royal's murder kitchen. So don't call it a murder kitchen. This is not. This is clear. The spawns on which we talked about in our beta review last episode, actually. The spawns are pretty shit in every mode and every map. They are especially bad on Hotel Royal, though. And so they're going to tune it. That's fine. I have nothing to add there. I have full confidence that they'll make the spawns fine. Good, even. In this game. Especially because they did have... The spawns are good on Gavutu. Like, actually. So, I know they're capable of it.
Yeah, they were actually, huh?
So, yeah. So, I think that's...
spawn killed there.
That's going to be fun. Closing open mic lobbies in Search and Destroy. Okay, this actually annoys me. Is this a joke?
No. Open mics were working for both teams in Search.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me.
So you could hear enemies. Yeah, like in the middle of a match. So yeah. That's what was going on there.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought this meant pre-game lobbies. I was like, well, I'll never play Search again if that's true. But now
you'll never play Search anyways. You're a piece of shit, and you don't like having fun, and you don't like trash talking people.
Oh, wrong. I don't like cancer, death, dog shit, trash games like Search.
Got it.
It's not that I don't like having fun, and in fact, I do like having fun.
Cool.
That's why I don't play Search and Destroy. Cringe. Anyways, okay.
The day Vanguard releases, all we're playing is Search.
Cool. Have fun.
Got it.
I'll be leveling weapons.
Got it.
And not cancer modes. Okay.
Should we do a 24-hour stream when Vanguard comes out?
No.
Got it. Yeah, I don't want to either.
We shouldn't.
Sure. Yeah, cool.
Actually.
We could split it. We can do a 12 and a 12.
How many years have you been alive on Earth? Just wondering.
29? What are we? Are we 29,
29 years. Yeah. Cool. So it's been about 15 years since you could do a 24-hour stream and stop it.
I've never stayed up for 24 hours straight in my life.
Really?
I was never able to do it. No, I've never pulled an all-nighter. I think I've made it maybe 20 hours or something. I can't do it. I just can't. I don't know.
It's one of those things where when you're like a little kid, it sounds fun. So then you try it. And you get to 18 hours and you're like, oh, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
And nothing I do sounds fun except sleeping. I interrupted you. What were you saying?
That's like, it's like when Vanguard comes out, it'll come out at 9 p.m. our time. We'll play for 2 hours and then go to bed, right? And we'll just wake up the next morning. All these other kids will play until 8 in the morning the next day. And then they'll go to sleep, wake up later that night, and be just awful. They'll be in a shit mood. They'll be tired. They'll be confused. It's awful. Yeah. 24-hour streams, I don't know how people do it. It's cringe. I don't know how you stream for more than 6 hours, frankly.
I also think, I swear to God, this is going to sound dumb, but I swear to God it's true. I think a part of this is because we live in California. I'm physiologically incapable of sleeping when the sun is out. It's just not possible.
You have a dog shit
at night
room or
that's
house
the only
or
time I can sleep.
There's something wrong with your house, yeah.
Well,
my house is freezing cold right now, and I have blackout curtains in all the rooms, or in the bedrooms at least, so it doesn't matter what time it is, it's pitch black in there. Maybe change your curtains, bud. When was the last time you got new curtains?
Oh, no, I have blackout curtains as well. It's pitch black in here.
Got it.
Doesn't matter.
So the sun doesn't
matter. It's pitch black and 105 degrees, so I don't care how dark it is.
Move out.
Yeah, move out. That's the play, of course, but almost orthodontist.
Yeah, you just Cancel that. and move out.
Orthodontic fees are expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll just have to triple the price of Patreon memberships, I guess.
and we certainly could do that. We should do a little
They're triple
GoFundMe
effective now, yeah.
for my Invisalign or whatever.
How about I
Yeah.
just punch you in the mouth and fuck them up even more?
Okay.
And they can
Let's-
just rip them out for cheaper.
Let's saunter on. Let's saunter on. Yeah, all-nighters are cringe. And it's not worth. Okay, because the problem is if you fail an all-nighter, you're fucked. Like if you stay up till 8 a.m., then you're totally chalked. Because then you're sleeping from 8 a.m. to what, 4 p.m.? And it's like, how are you going to reset your sleep pattern now?
Yeah, it ruins your week almost if you try to stay up that
your
long.
week. Actually, your
It's
week.
not worth
your
it,
week.
yeah.
What you need to do is either stay awake for whatever, 16 hours or 24. You got to commit. If you get to 18, 20 hours, you got to just keep staying awake so that when you wake up, you're awake at a normal time.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm just not going to make that commitment. So anyways, doesn't matter. All right. Next, XclusiveAce put out some more. This is exactly what I had asked for, and I was very pleased he had done it. Information on Vanguard. And we're going to talk about two of his videos today, both of which will be linked in the show notes. The first one is on the Vanguard time to kill. So, now, granted, this is based off of the beta, so we don't have all of the information yet. However, he was saying that if you're only shooting like center mass, the time to kill is actually slower than Modern Warfare. However, for pretty much every gun, if you land just one headshot, your time to kill goes from about 300, 280 milliseconds to 170 milliseconds.
Jesus.
And that's way faster than MDub and most other CODs. And that is why what Tanner and I have been saying is the case, is that the time to kills feel inconsistent. Here's why. If someone kills me by shooting my stomach 4 times, then I'll die in 300 milliseconds. Great. That makes sense. I'm happy with that. That's fine. But if they get 3 shots in my tummy, and then, 2 shots in my tummy, and then 1 in my head, 177 milliseconds.
Holy, that's so fast.
And oops, that is entirely too fast. And for Modern Warfare, you can reach these levels of speed in TTK in multiplayer, but you usually need more than one headshot, or you need to be like way closer, or whatever the case may be. But the problem that Tanner and I were intuitively picking up on with the Vanguard TTK being too fast / too inconsistent is that at any range, or at most ranges, rather, all you need is one headshot, and then your TTK is dramatically reduced.
Yeah.
In such a way that even if I shoot you first, if I'm not hitting at least one, or all you need is one headshot, by the way, and then you need 1 fewer bullet to kill for like every gun listed here in Ace's example. That's a really bad sign, by the way. So even if you start shooting first, if they shoot you back, even if they're 100 milliseconds late shooting you back, but they land a headshot and you don't, you'll die first. That is insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. That is why Vanguard feels, again, both like you die so fast and the time to kills are so fucking inconsistent, is literally this headshot multiplier cancer, which is, again, something Tanner and I talked about. And we talked about it in Cold War as well. The headshot multiplier being really fucking busted means that gunfights are going to feel really inconsistent, especially when people are getting headshots when they're not trying for them. That makes it really fucking frustrating. So this explains why Tanner and I felt the way we did about the TTK. And also, this really sucks because this is something I don't really see them changing.
I can see them
Honestly.
adjusting headshot multipliers, but if it's like every single gun, then it's less likely, and it does seem like it's every single gun that has an insane headshot multiplier.
It's also just like, unless you're looking for XclusiveAce's video on this, you're not going to know why the TTKs are like inconsistent, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like this isn't something people are going to notice enough to complain about at critical mass, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I think the gun balance will probably be pretty bad on launch. I didn't watch it, but I guess JGod put out a video. Chris was telling me yesterday, but he was saying how JGod was like looking at attachments for a certain gun because, you know, you couldn't get them to the max level in the beta. Obviously, you can only get a level 30. And he was showing like with this combination of attachments, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be fucking busted. Like using hollow point rounds and then say this attachment to increase your fire rate and then these attachments to increase your overall damage. He's like, some of these guns are going to be so broken on launch. And that's kind of what sucks about them not unlocking the level cap on weapons in the beta, because there's going to be a bunch of that. The game's going to launch with very unbalanced weapons, I would imagine. So
100%.
Pro tip right away, think about this. When the game launches and there are broken guns, get those gold as soon as possible, because, you know, they start doing weapon tuning a couple weeks into the game right away, and they'll hit the obvious ones. So if a gun's busted, use it, get it gold as quickly as you can, because a lot of times they'll nerf these things so much that they go from being the best gun in the game to just utter dog shit. So something to pay attention to.
True. Yeah, true. For sure. Happened with MDub. Didn't happen so much with Cold War, actually. It never happened with Cold War, actually. LMGs are still overpowered to this day. But like with
And they
MDub,
nerfed
it
them
happened a
3
lot.
times.
Yeah, yeah. Like the 725 on launch, you guys remember that?
Yeah.
It's the most overpowered gun in the game easily, dude.
Yep.
I remember camping that little vent at mid Gunrunner, 725, just snipe people. So fucking stupid.
Yep.
Such a dumb fucking game. Anyways, yeah, get those gold while they're OP, because then it's the easiest to do it.
Yep.
And everyone's going to be using it anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah.
And then this next exclusive Ace video was even more edifying to me. Tac sprint delay. So I saw this thumbnail, or the title, how bad is a tac sprint delay in Vanguard? And I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. There is a fucking delay. This is so weird. What's going on? So I watched the video, and he doesn't say this outright. And you can watch it for yourselves. The link is in the show notes if you want more context on this. But it appears to be the case that there isn't a delay for entering tac sprint, but rather there is a delay for entering tac sprint if you just slid. That's where the delay comes in. So if you spawn in and you immediately try tac sprinting, you'll tac sprint pretty much right away. But if you try to tac sprint as soon as you come out of a slide, even if your tac sprint is off cooldown, there is a 700 millisecond delay, which is almost a full second. That's a lot. In Modern Warfare, by comparison, that delay is 400 milliseconds, which is almost half, which is why it doesn't really feel like there's a delay at all. So all that weirdness Tanner and I were talking about with the slide delay / tac sprint delay, this is what it was. There is a delay on exiting slide and being allowed to tac sprint in Vanguard. And XclusiveAce's theory was, which I think I agree with, this was the devs' way of nerfing slide canceling.
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty good way of doing it.
It makes sense. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this? Does this track with...
It's annoying and it makes sense. Yeah, it's annoying. They're getting rid of slide canceling. They're doing it on purpose, obviously. I'm still thinking there will be some other way someone will find to get that number lower and closer to MDub time. Like there will be some weird combination that someone will figure out where you can get that tax sprint back quicker. If not, then you just won't see a lot of sliding this game. And I think you had said this in one of the last episodes or when we were playing the game, that there's going to be a lot more people bunny hopping this year compared to sliding around. So that just may be the case. Doesn't really matter to me either way. Whatever the meta movement is, I can get used to it. And I usually bunny hop more. I'm used to bunny hopping in games anyways. That's like, you know, back in the old CODs and everything, obviously there was no sliding. So the play was back then to bunny hop around corners. So I still have just done that so many times in my life that's what I'm used to. I just always jump around corners now. So it was kind of weird going into MDA where it was more sliding and shit. So, we just may not slide cancel this year. It's just that simple. There's nothing else to it, really. The movement will just be a little bit different. But I don't know. And I don't think they'll see a lot of pushback from this because, like, all the CDL players, I think they play without tax sprint on, actually. And MDub, I guess they did that. That was one of their, like, GAs or something.
They play with auto tax sprint off. They're still allowed to tax sprint. They just can't have the automatic tax sprint.
Is that what it is?
That was the GA. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know how that'll work in this COD then, but yeah, either way, I don't really care. It'll be weird if this swaps over to Warzone, though. That's where you'll see a lot of people pissed off. These Warzone pros will be furious because that's all they know how to do. So that'll be very interesting to see because they were the ones that were saying the Vanguard movement felt like clunky and weird. I'm like, the movement feels fucking great. You never played Cold War, obviously. The movement feels great. It just feels different than Warzone, and that's what you're used to playing all day, every day.
Yeah, so anything not Warzone would feel clunky. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't really care either way. I'll get used to the movement. This is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with this too. This doesn't bother me that much. The reason like slide canceling is so popular is because that's the fastest way to move your character.
Yeah.
Because that's the way to have the most uptime on tax sprint. But now that there's this delay, it seems like the new fastest way. So the fastest way to move your character from A to B in Vanguard is probably going to be, tax sprint for as long as you can until it runs out, and then slide, and then regular sprint. And then by the time that 700 millisecond delay is done, your tax sprint will probably be back up, or at least close to being back up, and then tax sprint again. That seems like that's going to be the new meta. Because like right now in Warzone, you don't really finish your tax sprint. Like you slide in the middle of your tax sprint.
Yeah.
Even though you have more left. But that's still the fastest because of the like very minimal delay. So that it's going to take a lot of getting used to, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have much of a problem with this. And more B hopping. And also another reason there's going to be more B hopping is this, and also B hopping is fucking insane in this game. You can like triple B hop.
Yeah.
In this game.
I tried to do that in the beta. I couldn't do it. I got a double down a couple times, but triple I could not do. But even double bunny hop was hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw Raiden's viral tweet.
Yeah. It's possible to do.
It was a triple.
It was a triple. It's possible to do.
Yeah. So like B hopping has never been better, or at least not for a very long time. Probably never, because tax sprint's pretty new, so it gives you all that momentum. So yeah, I would say get used to B hopping, especially if you're a multiplayer player.
Yeah.
So
cool.
There you go. Cool, man. Support for the Dropshot is brought to you by MANSCAPED, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. MANSCAPED offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. MANSCAPED just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. I'm blown away by the performance of the 4.0. The craftsmanship and details on the 4.0 are next level. Guys, don't chop up your nuts. Blood down there not fun, not appealing to look at, by the way. You don't want to have to explain a Band-Aid on your balls, do you? That's why you need the Lawnmower 4.0. Manscaped engineered the ultimate growing and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. This upgraded trimmer includes a multifunction on-off switch that can engage a travel lock. It also gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave, which is probably my favorite feature in the entire package. No pun intended. The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes 1 to 4. The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. Men, if you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, you've been doing it wrong. It's time to get your own ball hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time and enhance your confidence with some nice, smooth boys. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. Once again, 20% off and free shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Manscaped.com. Use code DROPSHOT. Next, news and upcoming changes. First thing here is a tweet from CDL Intel. Change it. Notable settings that can be changed in custom games related to Vanguard. This is actually pretty cool. Destructible walls, weapon mounting, weapon pings on map. I don't know what that means.
People shooting. Gunshots on minimap.
Oh, so like how the minimap functions.
I would imagine. I don't know. That's what I would guess.
Combat fog, in parentheses, weapon smoke. So that might be the thing that they've disabled for the beta, or that they had disabled for the beta.
Yeah.
Which was, what did they call it? Distortion. Distortion, yes. Yeah. That maybe that's what that means. I don't know. I think if it said combat fog, I don't think that means weapon smoke. I don't think so either, yeah. I think this person just got that wrong. I think combat fog might be like fog of war kind of shit like BO4 had. With respect to the minimap. I don't know though. Dynamic map elements. I don't know what that could mean outside of destructible walls. So,
I believe they're referring to like the different weather variations that can happen.
Oh, that'd be good. Okay. And then headshot bonus.
Yeah.
So those are the notable settings that can be changed in custom games. Not to say that that's all of them.
No, there were like hundreds of things because this was a video. I went through and watched a little video. A lot of it's kind of hard to read because it's a Twitter video. So it's like super compressed. But I mean, there are pages and pages of things you can change because we've done MW customs quite a bit. And there's a lot of settings in there too that I don't think people realize. You can change a ton of settings, just a lot of it's just basic stuff you would imagine, like health totals, shit like that. But things like destructible walls, turning on and off mounting. I don't think you can turn on and off mounting in MW customs.
You absolutely
Maybe
cannot.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Headshot bonus. You may be able to do that in MW. But yeah, this is a good sign, I think. More than anything, it's kind of telling us that this game is launching more complete than COD 2020 launch.
True.
At the very least, we're going to get a more complete game on launch. Also, when he's going through these settings, there's one that says like CDL settings that you can just turn that on. So that makes me wonder also if the game is actually officially going to launch with a ranked mode, because that was rumored recently that the game would launch with ranked play. So not sure there, but either way, once the CDL settings are finalized, you'll be able to play, just like that in private matches. I wonder if CDL is going to get rid of the destructible walls, because that would pretty much entirely change how the map is played somewhat. I don't think they could get rid of it, right? Because they're like, think of Hotel Royal, like one of those lanes inside you can only get through when you smash that destructible wall. So it's like lanes like that you just wouldn't be able to even go through.
It would depend on if turning off destructible walls means they're all destroyed automatically or they're indestructible automatically.
Oh, see, I'm thinking indestructible. You know, it probably makes more sense that if they were off, they were all open, actually.
Yeah, I think that might be.
I didn't even think about that.
What it means.
So then that's probably how CDO would play, actually, is it would be default like that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, so this is a good sign. there's a 2-minute video. But I mean, so many little settings you can turn on and off, even, you know, things to do with Codcaster and everything. So that's fantastic to see that it is all there and the game is not fully launched yet. So
true. Yeah.
I wonder what Cold War had. We never even looked at Cold War customs. Did you ever look at that?
I never played a single game of customs in Cold War. No,
I never once hit the customs button in Cold War. I don't even know if there are things you can change, honestly. So I'm just comparing this more to MDub. So
right,
yeah, this is good to see.
Yeah, this is good to see, and for the reason you mentioned, I think, which is that I don't give a fuck about Vanguard custom multiplayer lobby settings. Don't care. Probably. Well, I might play it if a bunch of our patrons have it and want to, but I don't really care regardless. However, the fact that it's this detailed implies that this will launch as like a full, complete game.
Yeah.
Or at least that they would care to do it that way. So
yep.
I'm with you on that for sure. I also wonder... This is one of the many, many questions I have about the Vanguard Warzone integration thing. I also wonder if Warzone comes to Vanguard or whatever, this level of detail and customization in custom games would carry over to Warzone custom games. Because if you have all these settings in Vanguard multiplayer, and Warzone was hosted on the Vanguard game or client or whatever, then maybe that would bleed over into Warzone customs, where we could get all the custom settings that you can imagine for a Warzone custom match, which is like, what kind of ground loot is there? How fast is first circle? How big is the first circle? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, I hope... ideally, that is the case, for sure. But I just don't know. That's a lot of speculation. But regardless, this is not a bad thing, and I'm happy to see it for sure. So
cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next little item here. It's time to go to Walmart, dude. It's time to go to Walmart. The Vanguard
every week.
The Vanguard Call of Duty Vanguard Warzone. I don't know why it says all of that. Vanguard times Warzone. I don't know why it says that. Branded Dorito packages have started to appear. This includes double XP codes, double weapon XP. They haven't officially announced this promotion. This is just from Charlie Intel, who they got from some Call of Duty forum. Guy took a picture of it. They're probably not even in stores yet. This guy probably works at a warehouse or something and saw them.
The picture is 100% legit, though.
Yeah, it is a legit pictures, so... Get ready to go to your nearest Walmart, take pictures of all the codes. Maybe this time they'll put the code inside so people can't just steal the code from the bag. But I don't think... I think the last 2 years they didn't do that, so we'll see. But, you know, those...
You did that, didn't you, you piece of shit? You took pictures for MDub?
This is a... We can't... I'm not confirming or denying those allegations.
And
you
we
can
will
speak to my lawyer.
We'll edit that out. Yeah, well, for the LLC
I bought some stuff. Remember, I threw away some of those Totinos about 6 months ago on stream.
That was so goddamn funny, yeah.
So I did purchase some items. So yeah, if you guys want us to have double XP, buy some Doritos and send them to the P.O. box. Of course, don't send the actual Doritos, cut off the code. Don't use it and then mail that to us.
Hold on. I'll take some. I'm a fat piece of shit. I'll take some.
Well, people
Doritos.
are going to poison them.
We'll leave the bag unopened and then send it to us, to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
in
okay.
the PO box.
Yeah,
we can
don't
do that.
put the Doritos in like a Ziploc bag or something and mail those.
Absolutely not.
Don't don't
I will
open
not
up
be
a
consuming
postal
those.
service envelope and just stuff it with some Doritos and then ship it. Don't do that, please.
In a letter size envelope. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
would be great.
again, that's for the double code, double XP and double weapon XP. So those come in clutch when a game comes out. So stop using them in MW or Cold War if you have been. Start saving them because you're going to want that double weapon XP for sure.
Double weapon XP is pretty much always good, especially now because Call of Duty is, to their credit, adding so many guns post-launch free of charge, which I genuinely do really like. For example, the Ram is a DLC gun in MW. That was an awesome gun. It wasn't overpowered. It wasn't underpowered. It changed Warzone, and it was free for everyone. So credit where it's due. Call of Duty has been doing this a lot, adding weapons post-launch. So double weapon XP, tokens, codes, whatever the fuck, all pretty much always good. Pretty much always good to have. And double XP itself doesn't matter as soon as you hit max level, but if you have a couple double XP codes on launch day, it matters a lot. Because I want to get max level as soon as I fucking possibly can.
It matters
so
for 3 days, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I can use all the guns, use all the perks, all the everything. So, yeah, cool. And I like Doritos. Doritos fuck.
Yeah,
do you
let's
like
get some
Doritos?
Dorito fingers.
Well, I eat them with chopsticks. Do you like Doritos? And what is your favorite flavor of Doritos, Tanner?
Doritos are fine.
And there are 2 choices. Don't give me
well,
fucking.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Limon.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If one
Mardi Gras 2013 edition Doritos. Don't.
If
say
one
that.
of your 2 answers is nacho cheese, we're not even having the discussion, and I don't care, and we'll move on. Because nacho cheese Doritos is one of the worst flavored chips on the market, and if you think they're good, we're just gonna move on because I'm not gonna have this discussion with you because you're a fucking idiot. So is that your answer?
Just give me your. I don't know what my answer is, but what is your answer?
I like the salsa verde ones and just
cool.
probably
So
like
the
the Cool
bullshit.
Ranch. That's
One of
not
the
bullshit. That
bullshit
is
ones,
a flavor
Cool.
that's always on the shelves.
No, there are 2 staple Doritos flavors. They are, of course, nacho cheese and Cool Ranch.
It's because those are the
Those
2
are-
OGs. They're not they're not
as
the
they
best
should be.
ones.
Yes.
Cool. So
and
nacho
yes,
cheese. We'll
and
move on.
Also, yes, they are.
We'll move on.
And
If
also,
you
yes,
like
they are.
nacho cheese Doritos, we'll move on.
They fuck,
Fucking
and so do Cool
disgusting.
Ranch Doritos. They both fuck.
Okay.
They
move
both
on.
fuck hard. Which one's better? Couldn't tell you. It's like
Yeah,
asking
what
me
other
to pick my
flavors? I
favorite
think I've
twin.
had another flavor one. Hold on.
There aren't any.
Doritos flavors.
There are
Let's
a
look
lot
these
of
up.
limited edition dog shit Doritos.
None of them are
flavors that
limited.
don't
They're just
matter.
new ones. And that
No,
you're too old.
they're not new.
You're
They're
so
just not
old,
good.
bro. You're complaining about new things now. You've gotten real old. You notice that?
Well.
Let's see. Cool Ranch.
Hey, we both gotten real old, so we'll start there for sure.
Spicy sweet chili. Those are decent.
There is like
poppin'
an original
jalapeno.
Doritos
That sounds
flavor,
good.
by the way. I don't know if you knew
Doritos. The taco flavored one is decent. That one has like
That
the
one
old
is
school
actually
looking
decent.
bag.
That one is actually decent. Yeah.
Yeah, salsa verdes are just the best ones. Actually,
You really don't like nacho cheese Doritos?
nacho cheese Doritos can kiss my ass. I'm not kidding. I don't know if there's a worse chip out there that I've personally had.
That's
There
so
are for
crazy.
sure worse chips. They are the
course
fakest,
there
most
are.
disgusting tasting chips I've had the displeasure of eating in my life. You know how like when you're younger and your mom like goes to like Costco or something and buys like the big bundle of the bags of chips and it comes
Okay.
with like 6 Cool
the
Ranch,
little,
6
like,
Lays.
12 little
When
snack
it got to
packs.
the nacho cheese Doritos, they would just be thrown away, right? Because I'm not eating that shit. Get that out of here, Mom. Get that out of here, really. So, yeah.
Yeah.
They're dog shit.
That's fair. I mean,
They're dog shit.
you're categorically and unequivocally wrong, of course, but that's fair.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, for me, it's nacho cheese or Cool Ranch. Depends on the day, but they're both excellent. They're both excellent.
Because you hate change.
flavors.
Got it.
I do
Change
hate
is what we
change,
can.
so.
What was Obama's slogan? Change.
Oh,
It's what we can believe
hope
in.
and change.
Hope and change. Hope and change.
Hope
yeah.
and change. I think it was.
Hope and
yeah.
change.
So,
Yeah. World
yeah.
peace. Nobel Peace Prize winner. Let's bomb the Middle East and kill more than anyone
Well,
else.
he
All
dropped-
right, we'll move on.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, and we will of course edit that out. What is this next item we're looking at here, Tanner?
Next one here. If there was another way this game resembles Modern Warfare, besides the fact this customization screen looks exactly the same, the blue dot grind is back. So blue dot for the red dot sites. You're going to be able to grind for that in the game. That was something in MDub that was actually, it's kind of fun to go for, honestly. It's something to really show, like, along with a mastery camo that, oh, I'm a fucking nerd, I'm a virgin, I'm a loser. I got blue dot because I spent the time going.
Oh, I
for
got it.
Because you don't, yeah, because it's not something you just accidentally get. You have to use these bullshit scopes. Get like 300 kills, well, ADS with this scope. Get 50 kills with this one. So I like that. The blue dot's actually really clean looking. It's really, I think it's harder to lose that blue dot on like most multiplayer maps compared to the red dot. So it genuinely helps, I think. So I'm very glad that's back. And also with the optics being so good in Vanguard, that'll be even more fun to grind for because you'll get to use all the optics that are good. Because MDub, there were an amount of bullshit ones. There were a lot of decent ones, but there are a lot of bullshit ones too. So that'll be fun. I'm glad that little grind is back. Hopefully no donut reticles this year. Cold War. I mean, Cold War's,
There will be.
Fucking nuke sign. No, there won't be. They're not a dog shit development team like Treyarch with all the fluff.
Someone flip that.
There will not be donut reticles.
There will be dumb
not in
donut
Vanguard,
reticles
no.
In the fucking battle pass.
No, there won't be.
And every season, I promise
There
you,
will
there
not
will be.
There will not be. There will not be.
Bet.
Got it.
Bet.
Got it.
I always wondered why blue? Because the last reticle you can unlock in MDub and in Vanguard, it looks like, is a blue dot, which is the same as the base reticle, which is a red dot, except it's a different color. And everyone's like, oh, the blue dot is so goated. It's such a good, like, reticle. And I've always wondered, is it actually, like, so much better than every other color?
It just looks better.
Or is it just because it's the last one on the list that everyone thinks it must be the best?
Well, yeah,
like, I
and it looks better.
Don't know.
If it was default blue and the last one you got was red, then yes, of course, because you're used to looking at red ones, and then you finally unlock the blue, and you're like, oh, this is dope looking, dude. A blue dot, this is cool. So yeah,
does it impact performance, or is it just
probably
the
not?
novelty, then?
I think it looks better though, actually. Yeah. And I think on certain maps in MW, you lost the reticle far less with it being blue than red, because like the dull dog shit, tan-based colors of that map, red blends in with a lot, and blue sticks out for sure.
I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it actually is useful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better than red. I think I agree with you. You're right. And also because if you're like low health, your screen becomes red, so you can like kind of lose it more easily.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I think the ideal color would be like,
well, the ideal
green?
thing. No, that
yellow?
Worse. The ideal thing is to not even have these challenges and instead give you a customizable dot color and just have it so you can change it to whatever color you
or
want.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still though, I agree with you. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see it. Yeah, it is dumb they don't let you change the color. These reticle unlock things should be shapes, but for every shape you can choose your own colors. That's what I would want, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Whatever.
you can change all the colors of the HUD. You can change a bunch of different color settings in this game, but then you can't change the color of your reticle, and instead you have to unlock a blue dot. You have to get 10,000 kills to get that blue dot, so.
I got blue dot like less than 6 months into Vanguard. MDub.
Yeah, no, it wasn't hard to get at all. You just had to attempt to go for it. You just had to use trap. Yeah. I mean, it'd be like 300 kills with this scope. Sounds like a lot. Go play 5 matches of Ground War and you've got your 300 kills already, pretty much. It's not hard.
For sure. So, cool. All right, what is this next? Oh boy. Okay, what are we looking at here,
all right, this is the last thing we're going to talk about. This is a fun and exciting little segment that we like to call Activision in More Legal Trouble. So Charlie Intel, we're going to read a little article, but here's the tweet they said. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the SEC is now investigating Activision Blizzard over the allegations of sexual misconduct and workplace inequality. Wall Street Journal also reports that the SEC has subpoenaed Activision Blizzard's CEO Bobby Kotick, along with other senior executives. Raz, can you define subpoena for us, for the people that may not know?
Not really, because I'm not entirely sure what a subpoena is.
They have to show up to court. That's what it is, right?
Got it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So like, if you guys have ever seen like dumb TV shows where the guy he's like a fucking ER doctor and he's doctoring, and then someone walks in dressed like a nurse and they're like, "Tanner Dropshot?" And then you reply, "Yes." That is acknowledgement that you are this person, and they're like, "You've been served." And then they give you papers or whatever. Yeah. You've been served a subpoena. And now we have confirmation that you are aware that you're being sued. And then you have to, I believe you're right. Yeah, you have to make a court appearance at a time or whatever.
So it is a written order to compel an individual to give testimony on a particular subject, often before a court, but sometimes in other proceedings. Failure to comply, blah, blah, may be punishable. So that's a pretty big deal. So we're going to open up this article here. They said some more stuff about it. So let me get to this. So Wall Street Journal reporting that the SEC opened an investigation into Activision Blizzard recently over workplace harassment and pay inequality issues. The other names of the people that were subpoenaed were not shared. So they're investigating whether Activision Blizzard's failure to provide proper information in regards to the harassment and inequality situation prior to the California lawsuit we talked about a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The Wall Street Journal states that per documents in the files they review, the SEC is asking for information dating back to 2019. The agency is specifically inquiring about the communications of senior executives over the harassment and diversity situation and what decisions were made at the time. What else here? In addition to the SEC, the Wall Street Journal reports that the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has been investigating Activision separately since May of 2020 over workplace misconduct and discrimination. So they're being sued by the state. They're being looked at by this. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission is going after them. Really, it's just a disaster. So Bobby again provided some update. Don't care. I'm not going to read. It's just the same thing. He's saying Activision Blizzard. We're trying to become. We are attempting to be the most inclusive place to work. Blah blah. We love everyone. No one is lesser than the next person. Blah blah blah.
Right.
So all of that, pretty funny. And then at the end of all that, one day later, so this happened 2 days ago, yesterday, Blizzard's chief legal officer has left the company today. So I don't know much about this stuff, but I would imagine a bunch of the executives at Activision being subpoenaed, and then the chief legal officer of that company. I don't know what a chief legal officer is. Something to do with legalities. They're probably the company lawyer, basically, right?
Yeah.
When that person leaves the next day, I would imagine there's some shit going on there that they know about and have known about and know they don't stand a chance. So they said, "See ya, I'm gone. Deal with this on your own. I'm fucking out of here." Yeah. That's a very bad sign.
Yep. I bet you it was something like, this CLO, whatever, working. And then the sexual harassment shit came out. And she was like, "Oh, this isn't great, but we'll do our best." And then this was just like the straw that broke this young lady Camel's back. And she was like, "Okay, I'm done. This is too much. I don't want to try. I don't want to deal with this. I'm washing my hands of this situation, and see ya." They're absolutely not a coincidence. No shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what a CLO is: a legal executive appointed to govern a firm's legal department. So she was essentially the head of the entire legal team at Activision Blizzard, that they lead in-house attorneys, provide direction on major legal and regulatory issues, hence provide direction. Her direction was to fucking leave because she knows they're screwed.
Yeah, her direction was to the exit. Yeah. That was her direction.
So
yeah.
we don't know anything else as of now, but that is not a good look for the company. And
This is
stuff
really
going down.
bad. Dude, yeah. So like with the sexual harassment stuff, that was a big deal because the allegation was catchy. It was very attention grabbing because the allegation was a huge scandal. Like the allegation was scandalous. But as far as the company being in trouble, wasn't that bad because no C-suite executives were implicated.
Yeah.
But when the head, dude, the CEO of Activision gets a subpoena to appear in court, dude, this isn't as scandalous as an accusation like unequal pay. That's not as scandalous of an accusation, but from a legal standpoint, your CEO being subpoenaed makes this far worse for the company than even the crazy sexual harassment thing we talked about a couple episodes ago. This is really fucking bad. Dude, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick, you guys have heard his name on this podcast before. That is not fucking good. And it implies that the Securities and Exchange Commission thinks Bobby Kotick himself has some culpability in unequal pay at Blizzard. Yikes, dude. That's a big fucking deal. So what will come of this?
Probably nothing.
I don't know, dude. The SEC putting a subpoena to the CEO or giving a subpoena to the CEO, serving him, whatever, is a fairly big deal. And also, workplace inequality, sexual misconduct at Activision Blizzard. Do these things sound outside the realm of possibility at a video game publishing company?
Yeah.
They certainly don't to me. In fact, there is no sector in which I would expect this more. Literally. Actually. In what sector of the economy do people interact with women less than video games? I don't know if there is one. Like, actually. So this is just woefully unsurprising to me. Pretty sad, obviously. The lawsuit isn't sad, but the charges behind the lawsuit are obviously sad.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to come of this. Ultimately, as Tanner said, Activision's going to be fine. I'll still buy the next Call of Duty. You would have to say some outrageous shit for me to stop playing Call of Duty. You would have to be like, okay, here's what happened. Activision hired 19-year-old girls, faked their deaths, and then stored them in an internment camp to be like used as chattel en masse.
Yeah.
That's how bad it would have to be for me to not buy the next Call of Duty. Like really fucking bad. And am I a piece of shit? Of course I am. But I'm just saying, many people are like me. Even if all of these charges are true, Activision's going to do fine. Yeah. Maybe Bobby won't do fine. Yeah. Maybe Bobby's going to go to prison. Who knows? He'll probably just get a hefty fine. He deserves to go to prison for a lot more than this. Let's be clear. But, and that's a joke. Relax. Maybe. But Activision will be fine with or without Bobby as the CEO. Doesn't matter. But this is, not great for the people over at Activision. And the chief legal officer resigning, also not a good look. Stockholders for Activision Blizzard, malding. Stockholders in shambles. This is all bad. Let's look at their stock price, dude. Let's do a little quick peek at Activision's stock price, okay? Activision stock price. Let's take a little look. Oh!
Is it down today?
It's not great. Yeah. So we were at $78 a share 5 days ago, we're now at $73 a share.
Ooh, that's a big drop.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Damn.
That's pretty big. So,
know what's funny here too? I just found another article. So a spokesperson at Blizzard, Andrew Reynolds, said that Hart, who's the woman who left, the chief legal officer, did not leave due to the SEC investigation, which is straight up not true, and hilarious they would say that, because the same article says that she's been there since 2018, and they found out she left because of her LinkedIn post. That's how the public knew. Her post said, taking some time to think about my next move, or like where she's going next. Someone in that realm is not going to leave a job before they have another one. She left that day for a specific reason, or was let go that day for a specific reason, right? She's gonna leave Blizzard when she gets a better offer from Apple. She's not just gonna leave Blizzard after 3 years and say, I'm just gonna, I don't know, look for another job or something. No, that's not how it works. You get offers from another large corporation, and you bring it to Activision. You say, you want to match this? And they said, nah. And then she leaves and starts that job. You do not leave and not have another job lined up. You just don't. Not someone 100%. Like that in that field.
Exactly.
It's just so crazy that spokespersons will say this, just knowing straight up their lie. It's like, no one believes you. Why do you guys have to lie? What? Of course she left for that. What are you talking about? These fucking companies, man.
I know. Think of how ambitious and hardworking and conscientious you have to be to become the chief legal officer at a Fortune 500 company like Activision Blizzard. Do you think this type of person leaves the company to just think things over? Are you fucking out of your mind?
She's got a lot of bills to pay. She's got a mansion. Yeah,
Yes, exactly. These type A personalities, are you fucking crazy? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, think things over, go to Greenwich Village and make some paintings. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Of course they know what they're, it's just it's so cap. The levels of cap are just off of the charts.
Yeah.
They have gone off of the charts, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Much like Activision's stock prices.
Yeah.
Going down and off.
I would just be happier if they were like, I mean, I guess they're just kind of put in a weird situation, because it's either they just try to lie and know no one believes them, or they just say, oh yeah, she left because we're being investigated. It's like there's no good way they can go about it.
I think you just have to say like, oh, she left, we wish her the best. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. I would not even deny it and say like, oh no, that's not why she's leaving. Just say, next question, she left the company. That's all I have to say. That's all I can say. Next question, right?
Yeah.
It's funny, but
yeah. So
that's a fun little discussion there. Yeah.
So good old Activision. Well, at the very least, they'll probably stop sexually harassing women there, if that's what they're doing at this time, because these are all, of course, allegations at this time. So, there's some silver lining, but Activision's going to be fun. If you're a Call of Duty fan and you're worried Call of Duty will stop being made,
I don't think anyone's worried about that.
Rub a couple brain cells together. It'll be fine. Yeah, and I hope no one's worried about that. So anyways, other than that, Tanner, anything else you'd like to add this evening?
Nope.
All right. That is it. Boys and girls, as we said, light week. And there will expect a couple more light weeks, frankly, up until for about a month, 2 weeks. Season 6 will have some more news and changes to talk about for sure. We'll get some Vanguard leaks kind of trickling in. Vanguard leaks trickling in as well. But while they're, pre-launch, they're going to be very busy on Vanguard and fairly tight-lipped as well. So we will, of course, continue to do what we do. So that is it, boys and girls. Patreon.com/the Dropshot, 5 bonus eps a month, weekly hangouts, gameplay breakdowns, and more. Check us out, thedropshot.com. You can find links to the Twitter, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Patreon, which is the best way to support the program, and more over there. Make that your homepage now. Normally, I would be reading our iTunes review of the week, but none of you rated the podcast. So write a goddamn iTunes review, rate it 5 stars, and you'll have a chance at being highlighted as our review of the week next week.
Nice.
Now, if you did it after hearing this, you'd have a pretty fucking good chance of your review being read, because we got none in the past week. So maybe if you want attention, you can do that. But if it's not 5 stars, I simply won't read it. I'll ignore you. So figure it out and smile. TheDropshot.com. Check us out. Also, reminder for the patrons, early EU-friendly hangout on Friday, live call-in on Saturday, both of which will take place at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That is it, boys and girls. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, remain humble.
Huh. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble. Yeah. Remain humble.
Stay humble.
See ya.
Cool.